Welcome to Chellington 17, episode 17, with me, MrSealyp. So what's happening in the wonderful world of MrSealyp? Well, a few things have changed. Since the end of the last episode, I did my kind of guide 2 and the use of rollers and weeders in the first growth stage. As a result of that, I am no longer buying the Bradale fertiliser spreader. Instead, I'm going to buy the Einbock Aerostar Rotation 1200 weeder. If you haven't watched that episode, go over and have a look. It's actually quite interesting. I was quite surprised by the results. It was what I was hoping was going to happen, but I won't go into it in great detail here. Go over and have a look at the video. It's on my channel. That's why I'm buying this. It's half the price of buying the other one. I just sold my fertiliser sprayer and the front sort of additional container, which came to about 28,000, I think it worked out. So this isn't costing me too much more, in all honesty. So I'm going to buy this. Will be a new addition to the farm and will be greatly used. The other thing I've been holding off on buying is where are we? A telehandler. Now, here I am a little bit torn. On Goldcrest Valley I had the Manitou, and I really do like the Manitou. I like the way it looks, handles, controls, it's really nice. JCB, the TM320S on FS15, and never really got on with it particularly well. I didn't like the hinge in the middle. It just seemed a bit unstable, didn't have a particularly wide wheelbase. And the lead power is the base model. That's got 122 horsepower, that's got 141. That has got 145, but I'm not a lover of it. The other one is the LM742, the New Holland, which is a mod on the Mod Hub, which I thought about downloading, but I used that a huge amount on FS15. So I think I'm probably going to go with the Manitou again, and that'll be a kind of yard vehicle, forestry, that kind of stuff. So, spending my hard-earned money. Now, to go with that, I'm probably going to get a shovel or a bucket. It's unusual, they usually always called a bucket anyway, for doing clearing and stuff around the yard, I would imagine. I definitely need a bale fork, which I will actually purchase straight away. Now, this is the other thing. Log forks I don't like and don't get on with. I've always used the manure fork instead of. If you've never seen any of my gameplays before, it will seem a bit peculiar. But trust me, it does work. So I'm also going to purchase one of those. Now it's going to mean coming backwards and forwards a couple of times, I think, to pick a few bits up. But that's not the end of the world. The other thing on my list of things to buy, got a bit of a shopping spree going on this episode, will be, I'm probably going to go with the Fliegl balls. I think I've kind of decided. But anyway, before I do any of that, the Einbock, if you haven't seen that before, it's a nice bit of kit. It is a weeder, and it says it can only be used in the first growth stage for going between the crops. Like I said, check out my video. That is not strictly true, but I love the way this opens out. It's got a nice width on it, this. So, yep, do like that. Good purchase for the farm. And then the other new purchase, the Manitou. I really do like this telehandler. I said it on Goldcrest Valley. I love the design. It's a really, really good mod. The kind of lights on these stalks and this kind of smoothed off ergonomic design to it. I like it. So it's a good telehandler. MLT 840 137 PS. That's not a mouthful, is it? Sounds good too. But I'm going to start off taking this bale spikes back because they're the things that are going to be used probably first. Now the good thing with doing this as well is that it means I'm not constantly reliant on the Massey Ferguson, because it's got the front loader. That's the only vehicle I use around the yard at the moment, and I am considering at a later date upgrading the Massey Ferguson to the Massey Ferguson Black Edition, which I really do like. So at least that means I will still have a vehicle that can do bales and it can do shoveling manure and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to take this one back first. Something I will do is go into the main menu, put the help window on. Now on this you've got all your boom stuff, but if I click on L3 it says all wheel steering, front wheel steering, crab steering, which way you want to go, and back to all wheel. In the UK, as far as I'm aware, it is illegal to drive on the roads with all-wheel steering because vehicles can have a tendency to swing around very, very quickly if you are in an emergency or a dangerous situation. So, front-wheel steering only, so it drives like a normal vehicle. And off we go. Once I'm back on the farm, I'll put it back onto all-wheel steering because it's much, much better for getting around tight corners and into nooks and crannies and that kind of thing. So now to decide where this is going to get parked up. I think because it's going to be used between all the animal enclosures, I would imagine, predominantly. Actually, something I want to try out before I do that. Where is my Brentner? Does this hook up to it? Probably not, no my luck. It does. Excellent. That does mean I can also use that for feeding the animals. I can do the pigs and stuff with it as well. Good news. Beacon can go off now. Now will this hook up to the bale shredder as well? Fingers crossed. Please work on the bale shredder. Oh, come on. That would have been perfect. Never mind. So I'm thinking this can go up into this barn as well. Pretty good. The only problem with doing this now, because of the way this farm's laid out, is remembering where everything is. I have a terrible, terrible memory. Right, back over to... Actually, I'm trying to think the best way. Cross country it is. Back over to the store. Okay, so... Oh, that's really bad view. More that way. Just have to go for it. Fingers crossed everything's alright. Won't be if I go all over the road like that. And back to the farm. So in returning back to the farm, en route, I had a horrible, horrible thought. Bit of a schoolboy error, actually. Don't know why I didn't think of it before. If I look at my fields, field 6, that I harvested, seeded, and it's on its second fertiliser state, it needs a third fertilising doing. And because it's past the first growth stage, the weeder won't work on it. So I should have kept the sprayer to at least finish field 6. And then I can start using the weeder on the new fields when I harvest them. So I'm going to have to lease the fertiliser sprayer just to do the third and final fertilisation on field 6. Oh, that's really annoying. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Not the end of the world. Just a bit annoying, that's all. Should have thought of it. So, detach this. Another bit of equipment. And then next job. What could it be? I do probably need to make some, or cut some grass. I can finish off the harvest on field 15, because that will need doing. That does need doing. Decisions. I do want to plough out that bit. Actually, I might do that. I'll plough out that bit on field 6. So I need to lease the plough, don't I? So I gave it back. Ploughs. How much is it to lease these? That requires 375. Haven't got that. 225 I have. To lease 3,300. Small one. 2,200. I can make that back quickly enough. So, lease that. What requirement did that one have? 170. So back over to the store then. So I've got the JYPMA again. Do you like these ploughs? They do make life so much easier. So what I was intending doing was just trying to kind of neaten everything up a little bit. Maybe square this one off a little bit just to give myself a little bit more space, crop space really. So I need to allow create fields, lower the cultivator. Sometimes you just kind of try it and have a bit of a reset and work out whether you've gone straight or not. It's just not too bad, in all honesty. Try and get it just right. It's not too bad. Look all the way up to the wall. That's quite close, that tree, isn't it? Right, I'm going to carry on ploughing this out for a little bit. I'm not sure how well the crops are going to take to this. So there's a few of these other kind of plants growing through that the plough won't get rid of, but you can see. Okay, go back onto that. So if I catch it on anything, it's not going to make a massive hole anywhere. Okay, well that's squared off. Let's just check on the map. Right, I might just come over that with the weeder. The weeder that I just bought, actually. Now, as far as the plough goes, I'm not going to be as hasty to get rid of it as I have been with other bits of equipment that I've leased, because as it's proven with a few of the other bits, I've then been caught out. So, I'll detach that and just pop that there, because it may be in the next 24 hours I do need that again. Go and grab the weeder. Timorize it was going to get used so quickly. That's good. Now, as it says, for the weeders, that they can only be used in the first growth stage. What I'm hoping, as I showed on my video, some of that is on its first fertilising state, but the new part of the field that I've just kind of, this bit here says cultivated, it's not showing as fertilised, so hopefully, did I even drop it down? Yes I did. It doesn't seem to be changing the colour of the ground on the plough bit, which is a bit of a worry, because this worked perfectly on my video. Not sure why it wouldn't be working now, but we'll see. Oh, maybe it is. It does look a bit darker, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. Brilliant. So you can actually see the rectangle now. So the first fertilising state has been done, yet there's not even seed in the ground. It's not in its first growth stage. So when I then put seed in the ground with a seeder that's got fertiliser in it, that'll take me to the second stage. And then when it starts to grow in that first growth stage, like it's the right there, if I go over it again with this weeder, that will give me my third fertilising state. And technically, I've only fertilised it once while seeding. So the question now is, what seed shall I put in the ground? You know what, I might put wheat or barley in that. That way I can... I know I've got wheat in that massive field 15, haven't I? That would be ridiculous. Maybe a bit more corn, I think. Corn it is. So, the Maestro. That is full. Change that to corn or maize. Maize in the UK, corn in America. And I've done it again, haven't I? The Horsch Maestro without backing through a tree. The Horsch Maestro doesn't cultivate as it seeds. I will check that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No. So I need to cultivate this because that's been harvested but not cultivated. That's annoying. Off for the Deutschfahrer. Although it does mean I get to use the new cultivator. Which will make incredibly light work of this, but that's a good thing. Okay, there we go. Now I can seed. I can seed, not I concede. Let's get this out of the way. Still really need follow me mod. Right, let's try this again. Okay, well that's that little bit seeded. So that should now be showing a second fertilised state. It is. There we go. So then hopefully what will happen now is when that grows, on the first growth stage I'll come back over the weeder and that will give me my third fertilised state. Brilliant. And these have all just moved on to the second, so they're going to need fertilising now, which means I'm going to have to lease the fertiliser sprayer. Never mind. Okay, so I've got a few jobs done. I've just leased the sprayers, the ones that I sold in the last episode, so I can finish off field 6, get that on the third fertilising state, because that's on the second growth state. I am selling the aggro liner, 47,000. Okay, and I'm buying the TMK 266 Bull, the Fliegl trailers. It's a mod from the Mod Hub. It was on FS15, 32,000 litres capacity, and I am buying two. Like I said before, the great thing about these that I really do like is that they are linkable. They have the trailer hitch on the back, so you can daisy chain them. I think on FS15, one of the times I was going around dropping these off when I first started playing the game, before I was kind of doing it more seriously and, you know, playing it more realistically. I think I linked 12 of these up and drove them around, not full but empty, to drop them off. They're a good trailer, good solid bit of kit, and the good thing is you can use one individually for 32,000 litres, link them up 64, and so on and so forth. It gives you a little bit of more versatility. Obviously they reversing them when they're hooked up or daisy chained is almost impossible, but I do like them, so I thought I didn't use them on Goldcrest Valley. I used them a lot on FS15 and really liked them, so I thought I would buy a couple more. So first things first, I'll hook up to the first one and back that up a little bit, give myself a bit of space. And hook up to the second one. Now, there you go. Attach. Got them both hooked up. Brilliant. So, I'm going to get these back over to the farm. Clear that way. Not so much that way. They do get heavy when they're full, obviously, like any of the trailers would do. So sometimes as you move up through the game and you buy more powerful tractors, something like a Challenger or, you know, the bigger tractors will pull these, no problem at all. This shouldn't have too much of a problem with two. get these back to the farm. Anyway, this is probably the end of this episode. Got a few bits done, finished off that last bit on field 6. It's been kind of bugging me. Bought some new equipment, so we got the Manitou, got the weeder, bought these 2 Fliegl ball trailers. So again, we are increasing the equipment we've got on the farm. Next episode might be something a little bit different. Stay tuned, you'll see. But this is putting these no problem at all. And what I will do off screen is get over here and get this fertilised, because that's on the second growth stage on field 6 over here. On the field on my right, that's on the contracting fields. That's going to be ready to harvest relatively soon. And I think there's a contracting job available on field 17 for another bit of fertilising on there too. So a few bits I can be getting on with off screen in preparation for the next episode. Anyway, all of that being said, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I don't like the ones that seem to be a bit of a nothing episode. I have got a lot done, but it doesn't seem like I've got a lot done, if that makes any sense. I got all that stuff on field 6 finished, but you know, it doesn't seem like I have. It's a bit weird, but anyway, if you like the episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.